Yo, what's up guys? It's Vorted. I play FFA all day, every day, and today we're gonna go over my final Black Ops 6 stats before Black Ops 7 comes out. Now, there's a few more days until Black Ops 7, so I didn't want to wait till the very last day to then try to make a stat video or whatever. So it's about a week left, week and a half left until Black Ops 7, so just figured I'd go over my final stats. We're gonna go over them kind of quick. Kind of already did this back when we hit level 1000, so let's just get into it. All right, going over to combat record. Here is the combat record. 27 days played in multiplayer, 6,637 games. Average limbs is 28 per game. That makes sense because free for all only goes to 30. Score per minute, it's kind of busted. Win-loss ratio of 5.14, which is not very good actually. 5,525 wins. A lot of losses because when I was doing dark matter challenges, I didn't really care about trying to get to the hard point or get to the, capture flags or whatever. So a lot of those losses are from team games. And KD 1.83, and this is a little bit lower than my free-for-all KD, which I'll show in a little bit. But this is, once again, I was trying to go for dark matter, and I'm using guns I don't like to use, don't know how to use, and so it brought down my KD a little bit. 191,000 limbs. I would have hit 200,000, but there was that time for about 2 months that free-for-all was pretty broken, and that's when I spent that time playing zombies. And so I was gonna make it to the 200,000 mark, but because they broke free-for-all, didn't play as much. Highest streak 33. That is actually in free-for-all. I got a nuke, and then I got a couple more kills while the nuke was going off, and so I had this 33 streak. Highest limbs per game 119. That's obviously not in free-for-all. It was in hardpoint or something. So my top weapons, we'll just click into these real quick. The Frostline, 67,000 limbs, 1.98 KD, 54% accuracy. These are all going to be kind of similar, accuracy wise, limb wise. SVD 41,000. I use the SVD on Nuketown and Babylon all the time. 2.03 KD and 52% accuracy. The LR, this one I used a ton in the very beginning because it was the best sniper. Then they kind of brought all these newer snipers in, and it made this one obsolete. So I didn't really use it much since the first 2 months or so. So that's why the KD is a little bit lower, because I was still learning the maps. I was still trying to figure out what is going on, and this was, it was a good sniper, but the Frostline, once they buffed it, became the best sniper. But still 32,000 limbs, 1.71 KD, 53% accuracy. The mod 4, I also used this one in Babylon, swapping back and forth, going for those infinite swap quads. 14,000 limbs, 1.84 KD, 54% accuracy. The Essex Model 7, this is that lever action that they introduced, which was just amazing. It was so fun to use for a while, and then I kind of stopped using it because I was using the Frostline more. But 7,452 eliminations, 2.59 KD, which is my highest KD gun right there. 56% accuracy. And then the HDR, which this was like the slower of all the bolts that came out. It was only good really in Warzone, so 2,132 kills, 1.47. This also is a lower because I used this one to trick shot a couple times. Sometimes I'd have a really good lead, and I'm like, I'm just gonna try to go for a trick shot or two, and I would use the HDR because it was the most powerful. And that's why the percentage is lower and the KD is lower. And then obviously I do have kills with all these other guns. Most of them are over 500 because that's how you get the Diamond Mastery badge. And that's really cool. Hopefully they bring this back for BO7, is you can literally see your stats per prestige. And so like prestige 1, you can see I was using the LR, and here's my accuracies, and then same with prestige 2, 3. As you can tell, I was playing a lot of free-for-all, only sniping in free-for-all, because I didn't go for my dark matter until literally prestige master. So then finally prestige 8, I didn't even play multiplayer at all. I was only doing zombies, grinding zombies to get that dark nebula. Prestige 9, once again, was still mostly doing zombies. As you can see, a whole Prestige 9, I only had a couple hundred kills with the snipers. Same with Prestige 10, just a couple hundred. And then Prestige Master, obviously this is the last like 5 months of the game. This is where I have all my multiplayer guns that I used to get those mastery badges and dark matter, and obviously sniping a lot as well. So it's kind of funny how you can kind of see how your progression was per the prestiges. Equipment, I'll just go over the top couple ones. Stim shot and combat axe are my mains. Field upgrades, attack inserts, and war cry, and score streaks, obviously UAV and scout pulse. Then I was kind of bouncing between hand cannon and harp. The harp was always a little bit harder to get. You know, you needed to get like 15 kills, and like that's half the game in free for all. So I was like, it's kind of a waste of a perk, or waste of a streak to have this on. So now I was starting to do the hand cannon to try to go for those clips with the hand cannon, or swapping between the hand cannon and the gun. So that was fun. All right, moving over to medal collection. So streaks, almost 10,000 bloodthirsties, which is pretty crazy. I have 3 nukes, and there's the 4 unstoppables. So unstoppable was getting a kill after you already got 30. So there's twice, I think, that I got to 30, and then I got 1 more kill, and then the nuke came in, and then another time I got to 30 and got 3 more kills, and then the nuke came in. So those are my things. The other medals, multi-kills, 26,000 doubles. The main one I really like in this is the kill chain, of course. 46 kill chains, which most of those are free for all. I think I have like 1 or 2, maybe 3 in the team game modes when I was going for dark matter. Combat, quad feed, 235. Now this is solid quad feeds. It's not, even if it was starting to fade off a little bit, it won't count. It's like solid 4 in the feed, which obviously there's people that have more, but I think it's pretty good stat to have. And obviously it doesn't count the splits and all that, but what I think is really cool, and hopefully they bring this back as well, is you can look at these medals, and then down at the bottom right you can see when you last earned it, which is really cool. I think it's like, oh, when did I last get this nose breaker? This one time I got nose breaker. When last time I meleeed someone with the gun butt was February 24th, 2025. And I just think that's really, really cool to put on stats. It's like, oh, let's see, last kill chain I had 13 hours ago. I got it last night. That's pretty cool, you know? And then like nukes, obviously you can go to the nuke and be like, when did I get my last nuke? February 19th, 2025. So quite a long time ago, but hopefully they bring that back for BO7, is when you last earned things. Let's see. So yeah, nothing crazy in here other than, you know, quad feed, gear, score streaks, whatever, game modes, yeah, whatever. So I am in top 10 in the world in free for all wins, and I think that's kind of cool. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's like, oh, you have no life, you play this all the time. I mean, I have a job, I have a life. I just enjoy playing free for all and playing Call of Duty. Like, I don't see what's wrong with that. Obviously there's people that have way more. I mean, this guy almost has 10,000 wins. Like, I can't even imagine having that many wins. Pretty crazy. So my stats though, 0.88 win loss. Now this is skewed because for those 2 months free for all was pretty much broken, and there was a lot of times you would get a win and it would give you a defeat because the people joined in late, and I made all these videos about it. But so I was more in the 0.95 range for a while, but since I played so much and lost so much even though I was winning, it skewed it. Elims 161,000, and my KD in free for all 1.93. So this is more accurate to what my actual KD was, and not the other one that was skewed because of the game modes. But yeah, top 10 for the year, which is pretty cool. I am the only sniper on this list right here, which is also pretty cool. All these other guys are, you know, better. You can see these KDs are pretty insane. Some of them don't even seem legit, honestly. Like Grumpy Cat. I know he has a channel, and I was watching some of his videos, and just his lobbies just don't make sense. If you're a top 10 player in the world, your lobby should be filled with other top players, and he's either, you know, VPNing, bypassing it, doing something that his lobbies just look like people that were just born and are trying to play controller. Like, they're just walking into walls, they're not even aiming, they're not even shooting, and it's like, what is this? And then you see my lobbies, and I'm playing against these top 20 players in the world that are slide canceling, demon, jackal, aim assist, crazy, sweat, wannabe, you know, ranked players. And I don't know, that's why it's kind of, it's weird when you have the skill-based matchmaking, because then you're like, well, what is actually legit and what is not legit? And I don't VPN, I don't reverse boost, I don't 2-box, I don't do any of this stuff, and this is my legit stats. And maybe some of these are legit stats, of course, but sometimes it's a little sus, right? All right, so we'll call it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my final stats review of Black Ops 6. Overall, it was a pretty good game. It had its issues, of course, as we've already discussed multiple times. Really excited for Black Ops 7, though. It's supposed to be no skill-based matchmaking, and so hopefully that'll lead to a little bit more organic lobbies, and not just constantly sweating. So maybe we can try to branch out and do some little more variety of clips, you know, try to use things that are not the meta or the best sniper, because this whole year, in the past couple years, we've always had to use the best gun to keep up with the other players that are using the best gun, because that's how skill-based matchmaking works. It just pairs you up with other best players. So hopefully we can kind of branch out and try to use some weird attachments and try to go for some unique clips for Black Ops 7. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you. Write a comment about like what your favorite pizza is or something, and I will see you guys in my next video, which is the last Black Ops 6 video I will be making, which is my best of Black Ops 6 montage. So it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna have all of my insane clips and really cool clips, and really excited to show you guys that video as well. So stay tuned to that. I'll see you guys there.